I'm back again with another brand new explosive Marvel comic, but this time, I've returned with our favorite friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Spider-Man. This comic is written by Cody Ziglar, illustrated by Luigi Zagaria, and brought to life with colors by Bryan Valenza. Without wasting any more time, let's start the video. But before we begin, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, because your one subscription motivates us to create more videos like this. Alright, let's get started. So our hero enters like a poster-perfect action hero, smashing through the window. Misty Knight, Lance Lewis aka White Cat, Monica Mori aka Inari, Felicia Hardy aka Black Cat, and lastly, a friendly neighborhood Miles Morales aka Spider-Man. Spider-Man crashes through the window and yells, "Black Obsidian, you're not gonna believe who I ran into." Immediately Carl sees them and screams, "Inari, White Cat, you brought Spider-Man to my hideout?" Inari responds, "You made it really easy to track you down, Carl." Spider-Man, shocked and being sarcastic, says, "Dude, your name is Carl?" Haha! Carl yells back, "It's a perfectly good name, you shit." Spider-Man doesn't like his language, so he shoots web onto Carl's face. On the next page, Carl's goons ask him, "Boss, do you need any help?" Carl, irritated, shouts, "Stupid webs, no, just shoot him." And his goons obey him and start firing. Blam, blam. They shoot blindly. Almost like they actually believe bullets can stop trained operatives and Spider-Man. Pathetic. Suddenly, Monica's fox spirit Inari appears in a blaze of light. She gives a command. "Tenko, light." The fox releases a bright flash blast from its mouth. Cheek. Carl's goons scream. "Gah! Can't see a damn thing." Right then, Black Cat and White Cat make their entrance. Black Cat says, "Well, boys, you can say you ran out of luck." Black Cat kicks one of the goons, and immediately White Cat kicks another in midair and says, "Not bad, Grandma." Both thugs drop their guns, and Black Cat snatches one away from White Cat, saying, "Don't get ahead of yourself, White Cat. I'll take that. Catch." Suddenly, White Cat gets attacked from behind, and Black Cat throws the gun and teases him. "You still got a lot to learn, kitten." White Cat turns around, surprised. Huh? Meanwhile, a wannabe gangsta Carl runs away from Misty Knight, panicking and yelling, "See, I was just playing back there. I don't even like crime like that, I promise. Just let me go, sister." Carl is straight up scared and running for his life. Pathetic. Misty's patience is already at -10. She smirks, speeds up, laser focused. "Honestly, I'm glad you're running." Next second, boom, she slams into him. The floor cracks like someone ordered a mini earthquake on express delivery. "Gives me an excuse to do this." Carl flies into the air, arms flailing, face full of terror. Wah! Crash. Debris everywhere. Actual destruction. Carl hits the ground, groaning in pain. Ooh. Misty walks through the shattered wooden dust. Action movie final act energy. Please give me an excuse to do that again. See, I tried being nice. Then she looks at him, cold, disappointed, completely done. But some folks just won't let me be. Suddenly, an electric blast slams into her, throwing her backwards midair. Shock on her face? Well, right? She's not pissed. She's beyond pissed. Monica calmly commands, "Tenko, fetch." Fox Spirit Tenko instantly leaps and catches Misty midair. Misty lands awkwardly on that fluffy but demonic Uber ride. Misty groans, "Ugh." Fox responds with a growl, "Gareek." Misty is grateful. Kind of. Threatening, but grateful. "Thanks for the save. But keep side-eyeing me and I'ma turn you into my new coat." Tenko, growl. Next panel, Miles just can't resist poking. "Wow, did you just lose to Black Obsidian?" Misty stats right back. Ego intact, patience dead. Getting hit is not the same as losing. Or is this your way of saying you'd like to be fired, intern? Miles, instantly folding faster than paper in rain. "No, Misty, wait, I was just playing." Monica cuts through the chaos, annoyed as hell. "Can you two focus?" Scene shifts to another corner of the warehouse. Black Obsidian finally cranks his overconfidence to maximum. He shows off to his 3 hired thugs and says, "See, that was just a taste of the kind of power Black Obsidian's rocking. Ain't that right, guys? Go on, tell him how bad I am." But his goons have already given up. One of them says, "Jeff, man, I think we should just cut our losses." Black Obsidian panics, "I'll pay you double. Just fight them, damn it." Miles responds calmly, "Pure disrespect. I really can't imagine any scenario where you win this, bro." Monica Mori, focused and composed, adds, "We're gonna make sure of that." White Cat speaks in Cherokee. Every humiliation repaid tenfold. Action begins. The team drops down from above like a coordinated strike unit. Black Obsidian tries to sound threatening. Can an up-and-coming crime boss do a little blackmail? Miles steps forward, electric sword energy igniting in his hand. No. The fight erupts. Punches land, kicks strike, weapons fly. One thug's gun jams. What the hell? It never jams. White Cat snatches it smoothly. Wow. Must be my lucky day. In another panel, Misty slams a thug like she's folding a chair. Cute trick, kid, but Mr. Wannabe Crime Boss is making another run for it. Miles replies, unimpressed. If you call that running. Misty casually knocks the thug away. Ha! Black Obsidian's dignity already gone. His escape attempt? Weak, pathetic. The warehouse is dark. Gunfire echoes. Carl's goons are firing bullets while Carl tries to escape, saying, Huff. Oh, crap. Oh, man. Don't worry, guys. Y'all got this. No, they do not got this. They're just collecting future hospital bills. Spider-Man and White Cat attack Carl's goons. Spider-Man chases Carl and calls out, Carl boy, where are you going, my guy? Right now, Carl has only one thought in his head. How stupid I am. Tanko, the massive glowing white fox, moves forward angrily. Monica Mori and Spider-Man are standing on top of the fox, like it's their personal ride. Spider-Man yells to Carl, we just trying to talk a little bit. Monica adds, and we really have a lot to say. Right, Tanko? Tanko growls, Crawr. Carl runs at full speed, panicking. I was just playing back there. You gotta believe me. First he acted tough, now he's running like he's in the Olympics. Monica throws her chain and catches Carl. No escape, not for you. Carl screams like a dramatic movie scene. Please, let me go. Please, let me go. Tanko bites down on the chain and pulls it tight, growling. And finally, they capture Black Obsidian, Carl. Monica and Spider-Man run together and yell, no more running. Then they both jump onto Carl. Spider-Man webs Carl's gauntlet, pulls it off, and says, we'll take this. Monica stabs through one of Carl's gauntlets with her blade. On the other side, Spider-Man crushes the other gauntlet and says, ready to throw in the towel or not? Two white fox spirits climb on top of Carl's chest. Carl panics like it's his last day on Earth and says, I said y'all won. Chill. Monica and the white fox, White Cat, approach him. Monica asks White Cat, so, does that mean we're squared up? White Cat looks at Carl and replies, yeah, seems like a real good time to settle all our debts, huh, Black Obsidian? Carl tries to justify himself. Come on now, I wasn't that bad. Tanko roars loudly at him. Roar! White Cat asks everyone, so, what do we do with the rest of them? Spider-Man responds, I'll take care of that. Scene shifts to a rooftop, several webbed goons later. Miles, Spider-Man, sits with Tanko. So you're like made of hard light, but still sentient? Tanko makes a small chirp. Kick. Monica understands him and clarifies to Spider-Man. He said yes. Spider-Man reacts, amazed. Cool. White Cat and Black Cat overhear them and smile. Black Cat says, you two make quite the duo. White Cat replies, now that Black Obsidian's out, we can finally make our own choices. Black Obsidian is seen crammed into a police van. Misty Knight says, Obsidian's a small fry, but he answers to somebody. We should all stay on our toes. Meaning, there's someone above him. The real boss is still out there. Black Cat says to White Cat in a flirty tone, so you give yourself good luck? Nice twist on a classic. Very cute. You know, I could find a use for you. White Cat smiles and replies, heh, thanks but no thanks, lady. Me and Monica have our own thing. Monica says, I don't know, Lance. A change of pace could be nice. Spider-Man pets Tanko and says, you know, these guys aren't so bad when they're not trying to tear my throat out. Monica walks closer to him and teasingly asks, smart, funny, can fight, and good with animals? You're growing on me, Spidey. What's your sign? Spider-Man freezes, stammers, and blurts out, listen, I have a girlfriend. White Cat bursts into loud laughter and mocks him. I have a girlfriend, he says. Ah, girl? No, you do not. Monica smirks. Our little secret. Even Tanko laughs at Spider-Man. Black Cat pats Spider-Man's head, amused. You Spider Boys really get so wound up when you're on the receiving end of a joke. Spider-Man, annoyed, snaps back. No, we don't. Black Cat responds, whatever you say, kid. Monica pets Tanko and says to Spider-Man, thanks again for your help. We really appreciate it. Finally, Monica, White Cat, and Spider-Man share a handshake. Spider-Man says, "Ain't no thing. Helping folks is like our whole deal." Monica smiles, "Next time, I'll tell Tenko not to bite so hard." White Cat adds sarcastically, "I'll tell him to bite harder." Spider-Man says, "And by next time, I hope you don't mean stealing." White Cat grins, "No promises." Black Cat says to Monica and White Cat, "You kittens stay out of trouble. And if you can't, at least make it the fun kind." White Cat salutes her. "Only thing we promise is next time, we won't get caught." Monica says to Spider-Man, "Sayonara, Spidey. Try not to miss us." Monica and White Cat walk away. White Cat says to her, "You know, I bet he's cute under that mask. 100% your type." Monica rolls her eyes. "Ugh, you're so annoying." They jump off the rooftop. After a moment, Monica thinks and says, "Guess we'll have to see." Spidey asks Black Cat, "Thieves, am I right?" Black Cat replies, "We have our moments." Black Cat stretches and says, "Well, this has been fun, but this cat's tired. Misty has this handled. I'm turning in for the night. I know this doesn't completely square us, but I do apologize for the whole blackmail thing. I'm not much for admitting when I'm wrong, but I was. Friends?" Spidey says, "Fine, I definitely believe you." As Catwoman leaves, she says, "Yay, this was a treat. I see why the other Spidey likes you so much. You've done him proud." Spider-Man, a bit shy, says, "Thanks." Black Cat jumps off the roof and says, while leaving, "Good luck out there, kid." Now Spider-Man is alone, standing on the rooftop, talking to himself. "Man, what a day. Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something?" His phone vibrates. He looks at it and gets scared. Oh crap, therapy. Dr. Quan is gonna be so mad. I hope she doesn't Hulk out on me. Spider-Man shoots a web and swings off between buildings. He calls Dr. Quan and says, "I'm sure saving the day will be a good excuse, right?" All right, next page. Dr. Quan is walking in an open garden when she receives a call. Spider-Man is on the phone. She picks up. Spider-Man says, "Dr. Quan, so sorry about missing our session today. I meant to call this morning, but then, the day got away from me." Dr. Quan calmly replies, "That's okay, Spider-Man. That comes with the territory. Are you okay now?" Spider-Man, spreading webs across a building while talking on the phone, says, "Feeling great, honestly, aside from the tardiness." "Doctor, Quan says I'm glad to hear that you're okay. I will definitely see you in our next session. But right now, I have another patient." Spidey says, "Oh yeah, of course, sorry." Dr. Quan tells him not to apologize and to take care of himself. Then Dr. Quan turns to Raneem and says, "Sorry for being late. I hope you don't take that as me not being invested in your situation." Raneem says, "It's fine, I guess." The doctor responds and asks, "That's good to hear. So tell me, what would you like to discuss today, Raneem?" Raneem puts her hand in her pocket and says, "You tell me. I'm only here because Mayor Cage's powered youth rehabilitation program says I have to be." Dr. Quan understands Raneem's situation and tells her to trust her. She asks, "Is this location working for you?" Raneem answers calmly, "Hardlight VR, only accessible via teleportation. This place will suffice. It is nice and away from people." Dr. Quan thanks her and says she's glad Raneem likes it. "It was actually built to contain me when I first developed my powers." Raneem says, "Huh?" The doctor explains, "What I'm saying is, I found comfort here, peace, and I want my patients to find that same solace." Raneem removes a device from around their neck and softly says, "Speaking of," clack. Then she says, "You think it's wise to do that? I talk to machines after all, and their voices are everywhere in here." The doctor replies calmly, "This relationship is about trust, Raneem, so I'm trusting you. Also, I can handle myself." The scene shifts slightly. The doctor gently asks, "Are you ready to start?" There are no wrong answers. Raneem hesitates and says, "I don't know. Talking with people is not my gift." With a slightly downcast expression, she continues, "People never understood me, and I never understood them. Only my mom and dad got me." She fidgets with her hands nervously, her eyes filled with guilt and memories. There were scientists in Jordan. Here, they owned a bodega. They sacrificed to make sure I had a good life, that I had a chance. Dr. Quan listens quietly, with empathetic eyes. Raneem continues, "I thought with my gift, my power, I could repay them. But then my mom, The doctor's about to gently ask something, but Raneem continues speaking. My dad stayed positive, told me to focus the pain into forging a future. Pressure makes diamonds, Habibti. So I applied to Brooklyn Visions Academy, tossed my die to gamble for a better life. I lost. Her face tightens, the memory turning into pain. Dad got sick not long after. Pressure makes diamonds. Pressure makes diamonds. He'd walk around muttering that until the day came he forgot even that. Her eyes begin glowing electric blue, energy crackling, emotions almost out of control. Then she says furiously, "You know what I learned? Pressure doesn't make you a diamond. It just crushes you." The angrier I got, the worse I became. The more bad I did, the more my shame grew. All the bad I've done, the people I've hurt, and still, the worst thing I can think is how if my parents saw me now, they wouldn't recognize who I've become. The doctor calmly but firmly says, "Raneem, the thing you're feeling is called guilt, and it's normal." She gives a small, reassuring smile and adds, "Not just normal, healthy. You might have done bad things in your past, but my job here is to help give you the tools to not make those mistakes again." Raneem speaks softly, almost whispering. "Sniff, how do you mend something that's this broken?" In a gentle tone, the doctor says, "First, by realizing you're not broken. You simply lack the necessary tools." Then she places a reassuring hand on Raneem's shoulder, and both of their expressions soften. Then Raneem will figure out the rest together. Our comic continues with a flashback. Soon after the incursion, we see a shocked and confused family. A small baby girl, Billy, is now standing in front of her mom and dad, but she has clearly changed. A woman shouts from below, "Misty! Since when could the baby girl talk?" The other one responds with a slightly awkward smile. "Since we kinda sorta got sucked into an alternate dimension." "What?" The other woman screams in shock. "It's a long story, Misty. It was a trap, I think. Anyway, time worked differently there. We were gone maybe 5 minutes in our world, but we spent months there." A quick flashback panel. Little Billy getting pulled into a blinding blue energy portal, her parents reaching out desperately. "Billy? Billy?" Back in the present, everyone stands there in shock. Misty says casually, "So that's why Miss Billy here's so much bigger." Billy, in a cute voice, reaches up with her arms and says, "Up, up, up. What Miss Billy wants, Miss Billy gets." Misty smiles. "I'm sure your folks took it well." Another person says, "Yeah, no kidding." Then an emotional reunion moment. Grandpa, surprised, says, "Baby girl, when'd you get so big?" Billy happily says, "Papa." Everyone is stunned. "You talk?" She walks to her mom and softly says, "Mommy, I have something to tell you." They were happy we were safe, of course, but they missed out on Billy's first words and a lot of other stuff. Billy's mom and dad are tightly hugging her. A confused and emotional reunion. The mother says, "What happened?" On the last page, we see Billy walk toward her dad and say, "Miles, up!" Her dad says, "Gotcha. But that's not why I came here, Misty. We found something while we were there." Misty asks, "What kind of something?" Misty, or Misty's partner, depending on context, replies, "Something too dangerous to leave behind." Then we see origin boxes. Quantum Judgement. That's all for today, guys. Now, whatever's gonna happen next, we will find out in the next issue. I'm already curious about what'll happen. Tell us in the comments what you think might happen in the next issue. And if you like this breakdown, then subscribe to our channel and show your support by liking the video. We'll meet in the next video. Until then, keep smiling, keep laughing, and keep yourself and everyone around you happy. Bye.